They told you pressure breaks people, but they didn't tell you some people train under it. You're not broken, you're just not trained. Pressure isn't your enemy, your untrained mind is. Most people run when things get hard. You've stayed. That already sets you apart. But staying is not enough. You need to be still inside while the world shakes. If you can't stay calm when everything's loud, you're still a slave to chaos. And chaos doesn't care how smart you are. It feeds on your reactions. So here's the question. When pressure builds, do you break or build? Because there's a version of you hidden under all the noise, a version that doesn't flinch, doesn't beg, doesn't panic. Only one way to meet it. Go through the pressure, but not blindly. There's a map, and the Stoics drew it centuries ago. You ready? Most people aren't weak, they're just distracted, pulled in 1,000 directions, doom scrolling, comparing, overthinking. And when pressure hits, they panic because their mind never learned to sit still. You've seen it. Maybe you've felt it. Someone says one thing and suddenly your whole day's ruined. A plan fails and you spiral. A message gets ignored and your mind runs a marathon of self-doubt. It's not because you're fragile. It's because no one taught you how to train your focus. Nobody told you that calm is a skill, not a mood. You've probably been told to man up or stay strong. But what does that even mean when you've got no tools? That's like asking someone to swim while they're drowning. The modern world rewards noise, but the Stoic mind, it thrives in silence. They don't react to pressure the way most people do, because they've already rehearsed that pressure mentally, quietly, every single day. And that's where you come in. You're not here because you want hype. You're here because you're ready to be solid, under fire, not just in peace. Now listen, most people fight pressure by trying to escape it. They numb it with noise, scrolling, venting, blaming. But the Stoic doesn't escape pressure. He sharpens his mind inside it. You don't need to run, you need to shift. You start by separating what's yours from what isn't. Your reaction, yours. Their opinion, not yours. The outcome, not yours. Your response, always yours. This is how you stay strong, not by shouting, not by forcing control, but by returning again and again to your inner ground. Real power is quiet. It doesn't flinch when it's unseen. It doesn't collapse when it's tested. You don't have to be loud to be strong. You just need to be unshakable in silence. And you're capable of that, even if the world around you is chaos. Even if everything feels unstable, because once your mind becomes still, pressure becomes practice. Now let it sink in. Not everything deserves your energy, but your mind, it deserves your full attention. Still watching? Then you're one of us. Stay close. Real strength is invisible. You won't see it in loud voices, flashy winds, or constant activity. You'll find it in silence, in stillness, in the person who breathes through pressure instead of panicking. The Stoics didn't avoid pressure, they embraced it. They saw pressure not as a problem, but as a test, a tool to reveal your true self. Anyone can act strong when life is easy. But who are you when the storm hits, when things fall apart? Stoicism trains you to remain unmoved, not because you're emotionless, but because you're anchored, grounded in values, focused on what you can control. This is where true confidence is born, not in motivation, but in mastery, not in feeling good, but in staying ready. So when pressure rises, don't run, don't react, stand still, breathe, and remember, what you hold inside is stronger than anything outside. Most people break under pressure because they've never trained their mind. They escape, they blame, they spiral, but not you. You're here for something deeper. Let's be honest. The modern world is built on distraction and noise. The moment something feels uncomfortable, we run to our phones. We post, scroll, eat, binge, anything to avoid sitting with our own thoughts. And yet the Stoics believed that your strength begins in solitude, in choosing to stay, to feel, to face it instead of numbing it. They had a name for this: voluntary hardship. It meant doing hard things on purpose so that when life gets harder, you're already prepared. It meant silence when you wanted to shout, stillness when the world demanded urgency, discipline when every bone in your body craved ease. You want to train your mind under pressure? Start by not flinching. Start by sitting with the pain, not running from it. Turn off the noise, close the tabs, drop the mask. Look at what's really inside, because growth doesn't happen in comfort, and strength isn't built in safety. It's built in your ability to stay grounded while everything else shakes. You don't need a loud voice to be powerful. You need a quiet mind that doesn't break. And maybe, just maybe, it's not about always being strong. It's about showing up anyway, even when your hands shake, even when your mind doubts. Because true strength isn't loud. It doesn't scream. It doesn't post. It walks quietly. It stays. And when the world pushes, it doesn't push back. It stands still and watches the storm pass. So stop searching for permission. You're already enough. Not because of what you say, but because of what you endure. You don't need a better world. You need a better inner world. If you're still watching, you're not like the rest. You feel the silence between the words. You hear the weight behind the calm, and you know something's shifting in you, slowly, silently, surely. If you're still here, you're already training your mind. Stay with us. What do you do when everything breaks, but you're not allowed to?